All right, let's check back in with Storm Tracker 4 meteorologist Daniel McFarland. We may not be like the East Coast, but boy, do we have our own chilly weather right now.
Yeah, if you go outside, we're in the mid-40s. It's been a long time since we've been this clear and also that cold out there.
Especially at this hour.
God, I know.
Jeez.
I've had a heavier jacket today. That's what I'm going to be using for the rest of the day and throughout most of the morning as well. And because of all this cool air and our current temperatures and where we're going to be tomorrow, the National Weather Service has issued a hard freeze warning out there in blue across southern Arizona. So this is going to be most of the area here. The only exception is going to be Ajo and Lukeville, who are both going to have their own temperatures around 32 degrees. So the difference between a hard freeze warning and your regular freeze warning has everything to do with the actual temperature itself. Just about everyone you see here in the lighter blue color is going to be sitting at 25 degrees or lower out there, with areas like Wilcox and even Benson getting it down to around 14 for their lows. And a big reason why has a lot to do with the dry air across the area. You've seen those live looks outside and you haven't seen a whole lot of cloud cover. All throughout this portion of southern Arizona, you're really seeing nothing at all underneath that line except for any kind of dry air across the area. And because of that, temperatures are going to be allowed to fall very quickly. Midtown reaching around 26 degrees, at least in the surrounding Tucson areas. Vail, Saddlebrook, Green Valley, I believe are all going to be the chilliest. Plenty of dry air, and of course your elevation is going to play a role when it comes to your temperatures as well. That's why those areas could be down to 23, and say a spot like Tucson Estates or closer towards the airport will be around 25 or 26. But the numbers get real interesting once you get towards the outside of Tucson right here, with some spots like Wilcox and Douglas getting down to around 14, Benson 15, Tombstone sitting at 18 degrees. Now, a lot of the times when we get through winter, you do see this about 1, 2, maybe 3 times throughout winter, at least when it comes to the drier conditions. So this is going to be one of those rare nights you need to watch out for. Now, tomorrow's highs are going to rebound quite a bit. In fact, I'm going to add about 10 degrees to what you're seeing outside right now. So far, the airport stopped at 45. I believe they'll be around, say, 53, 54 for tomorrow afternoon. And for those of you in those areas getting down to the teens, likely going to be into the upper 40s. So that same dry air that we're tracking for you overnight is going to be helping us out tomorrow afternoon to get us to much more comfortable conditions out there. Now, what you were hearing about before was that low pressure center moving across the country, but what we're going to be looking forward to is actually a second center of low pressure that should begin to reach us by early Thursday morning. Now, it does show that some snow is projected in southern Arizona once again. The problem for areas like Tucson to receive any snow from this system has everything to do with the timing right here. So if we get this low pressure center here Thursday in the morning or in the afternoon, I don't think we're expecting snow out there, but if it can slow down a little bit, that can go a long way. So when it comes to rain totals throughout the day, I'm thinking around maybe 1/10 of an inch of rain, maybe 1/4 at absolute most. This system we're tracking on Thursday is not going to be as strong as the one we had yesterday. So just keep in mind, it is going to be slick out there. Some of this could turn into ice overnight. So this is something we'll be a lot more confident about whenever we get into the next couple days and have a better idea of what to expect from that system as a whole. But at least over the next 10 days for you, that 60% chance of rain on Thursday has everything to do with that low pressure center passing us by. And once we're done with that, we're going to be staying a little bit cooler for a few days after that. And Angelique, we could be looking at 70 degrees or so by next Thursday. So we are going to have quite a turnaround from these temperatures.